Hi everyone, I'm Kaye Dafanel by Arzadon and we will be having an experiment. Yes. So first is the NaCl, which is the table salt. Table salt. And the nail polish. Just a little nail polish. And the cooking oil. And the paint. So this is the water. So first is the salt. Next is the nail polish and the water. And the next is water and cooking oil. And lastly, water and paint. Next, we will be using acetone as a solvent. Acetone and salt. When I start shaking it, the salt was dissolved. Next is the nail polish and acetone. When I start shaking it, the nail polish was dissolved. Next is the cooking oil and acetone. When I start shake the cup, it formed a lot of bubbles. Next is the paint and acetone. The acetone stays above the paint even I shake it a lot of times. Next solvent is gasoline. Now, we will mix the gasoline to the salt. The salt didn't dissolve and the gasoline stays separated to the salt even I shake it a lot of times. Next is the nail polish and gasoline. Next is the cooking oil and gasoline. The cooking oil was mixed to the gasoline and it formed a lot of bubbles inside the cooking oil and gasoline. Next solvent is rubbing alcohol. Now, we will try it with salt. The salt was dissolved so fast, unlike the other solvent before. Next is nail polish and rubbing alcohol. The nail polish didn't dissolve like what happened before in the water. Next is cooking oil and rubbing alcohol. As I shake it, it started to form a lot of bubbles in the middle of the plastic cup. Next is paint and rubbing alcohol. It was dissolved, and when I shake it, there's a lot of bubbles that was formed. First, I put a 1 tablespoon of water in the porcelain saucer. When I put the matchstick in the porcelain saucer, the fire was died because water is not flammable. Next, I put a 1 tablespoon of rubbing alcohol in another porcelain saucer. As I put the matchstick with fire in the porcelain saucer with rubbing alcohol, the fire transferred to the porcelain saucer with rubbing alcohol. It is all because rubbing alcohol is flammable. Look, there it is. There's a fire on the porcelain saucer. First, I put the sugar on the hot pan. Next is the table salt. Look what happened on the sugar. It is melting. While the table salt is not melting, but it looks like it was burned